Okay, this is Robert here at slowlifetrading.com, and I have another great subject for you guys today. Uh, I know sometime when you look at making 1 to 4% a day, man, that don't seem like nothing, especially if you're talking about trading with $5,000 to start once you move into with cash. But what I want to show you guys today is how powerful 1 to 4% a day is. Now, I say 1 to 4% because some days you're going to make 1%, some days you're going to have a loss, some days you're going to make 4%. But let's just say on average, you make 2%. Okay? So on $5,000, that would be $100. And then I told you also that you're going to have anywhere between 11 to 14 days of trading per month. But we just going to average it out and say you're going to have 12. Okay? Now, if you have 12 and you make 2% per day, 3 days a week, that's going to be $1,200. But we're not going to use that number. What we're going to use is 2% a day, and we're going to say you have 10 days. And we're going to use the amount that you make over that, the amount you make under that, and your losses to just figure it up to say that it's $100 for 10 days. That fair enough? Okay. Now, of course, you know, real life can be different. Okay. It could be higher, it could be lower. Depends on the skill of the person that's doing it. But anyway, so we're going to say that you have saved and studied for 2 years, and now you're comfortable, and now you're ready to put real money on the table. I want to show you these real numbers. Okay? Here we go. We got 12 months out of the year. Okay, as you can see, I got over that start. Start with 5,000. That first month, you make 1,000. That's 6,000. The second month, you make 1,000. That's 7,000. Third month, 8,000. You made 1,000. The fourth month, you had 9,000. The fifth month, you hit 10,000. Great. Now you have enough to do 2. So then you start making 2,000 or 200 a day. So now that takes it up to the point now where you're making 2,000 a month. So you go the 6 months, you had 12,000. The 7th month, you had 14,000. This is making 2% a day, y'all. The 8th month, you had 16. You got over 15,000. Now you can do 3 of them. So now in the 9th month, you made 3,000. Now you had 19. The 10th month, you made 3,000 again. So you had 22. But now you can do 4. So in the 11th month, you make $4,000. You had 26. But you done passed 25,000. Now you can do 5. I'm gonna tell you something else that you have passed. Now you're qualified in the first year, where now you don't have to worry about the PDT rule because you got over 25,000. Okay, on that 12th month, you make $5,000, and now you're at 31,000. End of the first year, you've turned 5,000 into 31,000, making 2% a day on average, 12 days a month. Okay, now you go into that second year. You got 31,000. You're trading with 5. You don't increase it because now we want to get more conservative. Okay, cut our risk down a little bit. So instead of doing one of these trades with every $5,000, well, we want to get it down to the point where we're doing one for every $10,000. Okay, so here we go. Now you're on the second year. In the first month, you go from making now you're making 5,000 a month. So you go from 31 to 36, from 36 to 41, which is 5,000, 41 to 46, and look at that. The 4th month of the second year, you hit 51,000. Wow. How awesome. So now you're doing 5, you're doing 1 for every 10,000. And that's the track that we really want to get you to. Because, check out this. This is how conservative this is. You have to use 5,000 to do one of these to make $100 per day. But you're only risking $300. Okay? So you're risking $300 to make $100. You say, Robert, how in the world are you only risking $300? Because even though you're putting out 5,000, if it ever gets to the point where you're losing $300, you get out of the trade. Okay? So that's why I say it's very conservative. Okay, now you at the 5th month and you made another 5,000, so you're at 56. Look here, you get to the 6th month and you hit 61,000. Now you can go to 6 of them. So now you're making $6,000 a month. So then you make 67, and then you do 6 again and you're at 73. Now you can go with 7 of them. So you're at 73, so now you make 7,000, so now you're at 80. You're on the 9th month and you're at 80,000, you can do 8 of them. So you make 8,000, you go to 88 on the 10th month. And then you can do 8 again, and you make 96. And then on the last month of the year, you go up to 105,000. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but you only made 2% per day. $100 per 5,000. It don't sound sexy, but I bet you turning 5,000 into 105,000 in 2 years. I bet you that sounds sexy, don't it? And you're only risking, check this out, this is the sweet part. Once you get to 100,000, you're doing 10 of these, and we're only risking $300 for each one. But let's say you get to 300 and you don't want to go out, you don't want to get out of the trade, and you just want to see if it's going to turn around, want to see if it's going to turn, so you let it go all the way up to $500. If you lose $500 and you're trading with 10 of them, and you got $105,000 in your account, 10 times 500 is $5,000. So with your $100,000, on your worst case, you're risking $5,000. Only 5%. Tell me that ain't awesome. Okay, now, wait till we get to this 3rd year. This is the year that's going to be really awesome. Okay, guys, now we're at the 3rd year. You got 105,000. You're trading 10 of these contracts, okay? And you're making 2% on average per day that you trade, which is going to give you about $10,000 a month, okay? So now, check this out. In that 3rd year, we're going to go from 105 to 115. And then, as you can see, we're going to take out 5,000 to do with what we want. Pay our bills or live on. For some of you, you can even quit your jobs or whatever. And it leaves you with a balance of 110. And then we make the same amount on that 110. You give us 120 minus your 5, 115. And then you make 10 again, give you 125. And you take out 5,000. You're taking out 5,000 every month, which is the original amount that you started with 2 years and something ago. Now you're taking your money back every month, okay? But at the same time, you're growing your account. Now, they tell you to save 10% of your income. Well, what you're doing now is saving 50% of your income. And as this thing grows, you can start saving more and spending less percentage of your income, and so on and so on. And right now, because I'm keeping this thing very conservative, I'm saying you're only trading 10, okay? You could easily go up to start doing 11, 12, 13. As you make 10,000, you could easily go up one. Okay? But I'm not doing that. I'm saying you stay with 10 for the whole year. Okay, so I think we had one on the third month, you had 125. And then the fourth month, you had 130. You made 10, but you're taking out 5. In the fifth month, you had 135. And then the sixth month, you had 140. You took out 5,000, that put you at 135. But you made 10, you're back at 145 the next month on the seventh month. On the eighth month, you had 150. On the ninth month, 155. The 10th month, 160. The 11th month, you had 165. You take out 10. You had 165. You make 10. You take out 5, so that puts you at 170 for the last month of the year. You end the year with 170,000. Now, you started with 105. So when you looked at your annual rate, percentage that you made, it's not going to look as great as you did the first year. But now you don't have to, because you're working with more capital. But the other part you're not counting is you took out 60,000. Okay? So you really made 130,000. So you still over doubled your money for that year. More than over doubled. But anyway, I just wanted to show y'all how powerful this making 1 to 4% a day, okay, is very powerful. It's very sexy. But when you say 1 to 4%, I mean, you taking $100 and you're making $2 with it in a day. That don't sound very sexy. But what you're forgetting is these keywords. The magic of compound interest. Hello. It's the greatest thing in the world when you're making it. It's not so great when you're paying it. But what I'm showing you here is how to make it. Okay? If you're interested in learning how to do this in your own account, you want to get educated so you can pass this type of knowledge on to people in your family, pass this on to your kids, your grandkids, your nieces and nephews, or whoever it may be, go to slowlifetrading.com and check out some of this free information and schedule a consultation so we can set you up, get you started, and get you on the learning curve. This is a great 5-year plan, fellas, people. You start with nothing. I done showed you how to save and get the money at the same time that you're educating yourself. And then in 2 years, after you went through the classes and you learned this stuff, then you can start trading with real money and grow your own income, grow your own account. Anyway, if you're interested in doing this, check me out at slowlifetrading.com. And this is Robert again. I'm signing out. Peace.